Hush, little.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. Today we are going to continue covering the topic that we began few episodes ago, and it is our schools, are they improving? We discussed many aspects, but upon the persistence of the audience and the viewers, they wanted us to cover the issue of how to manage these schools in order to make them improve. Or in other words, how to lead these schools to improve. As you've heard me saying two words now, leading and managing. And in order to step into discussing these issues, we have to at least to get an idea of the difference between leading and managing. Let's discuss this issue, and I'd love to hear from you if you know a difference between a leader and a manager. There are many opinions. One of them, I will begin with one, just to block the road before you. I would say that some people say that leaders are the ones who create other leaders. Okay, wonderful statement, but it wouldn't help us a lot here. We will use it at the end. Give me another difference between leaders and managers, yes.
I would say the definition for leadership is a leader is unable to think of the future who the normal people won't be able to think or see. That is a vision.
Okay,
so
you say that he is a visionary.
Yeah, he's a visionary. A leader is a visionary. Whereas
and the manager,
a manager
is not so visionary.
He may be a part of it, but the main mission or vision statement
but
which is carried.
First of all, I'd like to tell you, don't be sensitive. The Prophet ﷺ said that, don't think that the one who gives these lectures will be rewarded by Allah more than the one who puts the microphone. Even the one who puts the microphone here may take the same reward as any of you or as many of us. Because he is doing something, yes? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going, the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, the one who, yes, fights in a war, right? And in jihad, right? And dies in jihad, takes the same reward of a person who sharpens the sword or the spear, right? So, fadlullah subhanahu wa ta'ala wasa'. Don't think that when you do this, you take more than others. That put your heart. So we're not saying that this is better than this. We're just defining. So don't be sensitive if you are a manager or if you are a leader. Okay? Yeah, until you get it, please. Sister, do you have your microphone? Speak up. Yeah.
I believe the difference between a leader and a manager would be the leader would make the rules and the manager would handle the execution part of the rules.
Executes the, yeah, okay. So now we're talking about something very clear. Implementation, doing the actual thing. The other one is more to the side of the vision and the theory and something that's more, yes, theoretical than practical, okay?
Leader is a person who paves the way, looking to the vision of the school.
The vision, yes, we talk about.
The manager is the person who manages.
Who implements the vision.
Implement the vision, yeah, as per the predetermined.
Yes, okay. What we are coming closer to it. I remember a difference between them. This would maybe easy to remember. He said that the leader is the person who does the right thing. Who does the right thing. Whereas the manager is the one who do things right. Am I clear on this? So the first one, he does the right thing. So he takes the right decision, the right vision, the right selection of doing things. Whereas the one who does things right, when he applies them, when he implements them correctly. So just playing with words, right before thing and thing before the right. So just reversing the word would make it easy. So a leader is the person who makes the right thing, whereas the manager is the one who makes things right. Is this clear? Okay. Beginning from this, let's move to a leader of a school. Whoever you call him. You can call him in some countries manager, but we usually call him leader. And usually this refers to the principal, yes. But when we talk about leadership, we talk about something wider than leader. The leadership of the school consists of the principal, the assistants, the senior managers, the head of departments, the head of the subject, the curriculum developer, those people who have the real power in their hand. All of them are leadership. Whereas the leader of the school is one person, whether he's called director, manager, or leader. Do we agree on that? Okay, somebody wants to add, to delete, to correct our... Okay, please.
It's layman language. Leadership, I believe, he get the things done willingly. And manager, according
Say
to
it
me,
again.
leader gets the things done willingly. I mean,
Willingly?
willingly.
Okay.
And the manager, anyhow,
Doesn't
he
have a
follows
will.
it.
Do it,
willingly,
have to do it. Okay. An obedient manager. Not every manager is obedient. Okay. Right? Yes, please. We want to move from this. Okay.
One last one.
Yes, go
Wanted
ahead.
to add on.
Okay.
A leader is a dreamer.
It's a dreamer, a visionary. Okay.
Wherein a manager is a nightmare.
It's a nightmare. Okay. Okay. That's good. We agreed that the one who does, the one who plans, at least. We see the difference. Now, these are beautiful words. Let's go to the leader or the manager. Yes. We will call him leader now, because in some places you call him manager. How do you describe him? Not physically, okay? How do you describe? What do you expect to see from a leader? Now we try to apply this to schools. What do you expect from a leader of a school? We want to talk about something really tangible, right? What do you expect from him? How does he look like? We talked about the qualities and the characteristics of an excellent and outstanding teaching. Now we want to hear your opinion. Who is the outstanding leader? Don't use words like dreams, right? Use words that are tangible. Okay.
Leader,
Yes.
I mean, as a...
Oh, you want to continue. You are a leader. Leaders don't
I believe
want...
in leadership quality.
Uh-huh.
I believe in leadership quality rather than managerial qualities.
What are the leadership qualities? No, the managerial quality also is very important. But what is the leader? What do you expect him?
A leader is a person who leads by example.
By example. Okay, very good. Now, before we step into this, we will assume that he is a good Muslim, okay? Which is a role model and all these things that we know, sincere. We don't want to discuss these issues. We want to go beyond this. We assume that already he is a good Muslim, okay? So doing all these things. So what are the things that the professional things that we expect to know? Okay? Sisters, before,
We expect the leader to manage the resources that he has.
No, when you say the leader manages, the leader doesn't manage. The leader does not manage. The one who manages is the manager, okay? So this director is a manager. Do this, do this, do this, and he does this, move this, move this. This is the manager, okay? The leader is a higher level of this. Okay, yes.
He practices what he preaches.
He practices what he preaches. Again, this is the same thing, that he's a role model. So we know that what is a role model in Islam, right? So he acts what he says.
The leader says the policies.
But forget about these things. I don't want to go again. Otherwise, we'll spend 2 million years talking about this.
A leader is a person who thinks out of the box.
Okay, this is very good. This is something now, it's practical. He does not look within the school and the problems of the school only, but he goes beyond this. He goes beyond the box to see what's happening in other countries, what's happening in other schools, what changes that had, what the new rules of the government that made, and how to cope with them. So he goes beyond the box, right? Usually the manager is within the box. This is his job. So this is the very good difference. When you sit with a person and he talks to you about these things, right, in the school only, he's not a good leader. He needs to be, he needs to go beyond this. The men are trying to prove that they are good leaders anyway. So. Yeah, it's okay. But at least outside the houses, right? We agree that between us. Outside houses, we are good leaders. But in houses, someone else is. Right, okay?
A leader who would be a solution to the problems.
Problem solver. Not necessarily that he is problem solver, but he works to solve problems. His idea is how to solve the problem, right? Or whether by engaging other people, engaging the manager. But this is his focus. We have a problem. We have to work to address problems. Good. I hope somebody is writing. Are you writing this one? Okay. You wrote two things. I don't see anything. Just be still. Yeah. Okay? Yes, sister.
A leader is a person who leads the team to achieve the goal.
Okay, this is good. Now we are not saying the qualities of the leader, then we are focusing what do you expect from him to do. So he is empowering, I put it in the right words, he tries to empower the individuals and the teams to achieve something. Empowers others, which implies that he doesn't have all the authorities in his hand. Tries to empower them. So he gives this group of people who are working on a project some power to work on that. Delegating authorities. He doesn't take all the authorities. You know what happened in the Arab countries. All those big guys that you used to hear about them. Each one of them would have 2 million authorities in his hand. And he has only 2 hands. I don't know how can he carry too many things in it. Okay, so you delegate the authorities. Let the others do something, right? Give them some power. You are authorized to take a decision when you recruit new teachers. This is the group that's responsible for that. It's not me. They are doing that. We have the criteria and they have to do the job. Okay, let's take a break now and you can recruit some teachers in the break and then we'll come back to discuss that. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome back after a nice break. I hope you enjoyed it. Now let's talk again, continue our talk. So we said that one quality of a good leader, whether you call him a leader or something else, yeah, so is what? He, help me with that. He empowers others. Other words, instead of having all the powers in his hand, giving some powers to others. Okay? Good. And the type, he has distributed or distributive authority. So he would distribute all his authority that he has. So the assistant, at least, he has 2 assistants, for example. One is for academics, and the other one for the administrative thing. Now he is giving some authority to those people. If he doesn't have those people, he gets it in his hand, it becomes so difficult for him, and he's not a good leader. One way of judging good leaders, when we see the chart of the school, the hierarchy of the school, we see, is it like a pyramid like this, or is it more horizontal? Is it vertical or horizontal? The more horizontal, the better. The more horizontal, the better. For example, he has 2 assistants, and he has the head of the departments, heads of departments here. He has the head of subjects here. And so all these are being under him. So he gives some power to this, to this, to this. But if he has one person beneath him, one assistant principal beneath him, the academic one, and the other one, right, is beneath him, which is the administrative assistant. And then the other one is the head of the department. Then that means each one of them is above each other. Just to try to take a decision, you have to go through all those until you reach the top. It's just waste of time. You see what I'm saying? If it is the more horizontal, so when you go to a school and you see the more hierarchy, the more pyramid, it looks like a pyramid-like, right? You know that it's something that needs to change here. We're learning, all of us learning. I hope you're not sensitive. So you can go home today and check it, whether it's a pyramid or horizontal, straight line. So the closer to the horizontal line, the better. Okay, good. What else? Now we are talking about something tangible. Go and check the chart in your school and see. Don't go and make revolution there, okay? We are making the revolution here, okay, on the stage. Sister, what else? I have a list of things, okay?
As observed, leaders mainly lead a team. But according to me, a best leader which transmits his best things, what he has, into another person so that he makes leaders in his team.
Yes. We mentioned this in the beginning, and the one who creates other, create here does not mean create the creation, okay, of human beings. Yes, there's something, okay. They would say that the one who communicate the ethos, the ethics that he wants or the vision with others. He communicates this very well with others. So he is able, so when you meet, I still remember, right, the event that happened to Rib'i ibn Amir radiallahu anhu, and when he was taken as a prisoner of war. They asked him, why are you here? He said that جئنا لنخرج العباد من عبادة العباد إلى عبادة رب العباد. They captured another Muslim from a different place, right, in the army, and they asked him the same question. He gave the same answer, although the two people didn't meet. So that means they have a similar vision. All of them have the same vision that they have, whether they are from this end of the army or that end. So how could the leader share this with all of them? This is an amazing leader. He would make the people talk the same language. Now, you should have opposition party, as if it is a must in the religion. Who said that there should be opposition party? That's not how people think. Yeah, why should be an opposition party? There should be any human being who would to say his opinion, he can say his opinion. Why? This is opposition party that all the time, every time Mamdouh says something, so the opposition party say, no, this is not right. No, this is their own job. Anybody can say Mamdouh is not right. It's not necessarily that to be a party that specializes in opposing. This is totally a different concept. We Muslims don't have this. Anybody can be opposing the view of the ruler or of anyone else, but not necessarily to put them in a party. So they expect people to say that every day, whatever the president says something, we expect this opposition party to say something different. Even the meaning of it, opposition, is so insulting. We are going to oppose you whether you like it or not. No, we are going to support you if you're doing something wonderful. And we are going to say our viewpoints if not. You see what I'm saying? The Islamic concept is totally different from the secular concept of opposition party. Okay? I hope this is not sensitive to some of you who work in opposition party. I know that you don't work. Go ahead. If you feel sleepy, you can stand up and sit down. Yeah.
One quality of the leader, he should be very democratic. And
Okay.
he should not be a
What is
dictator.
this very democratic?
He should give his employees or people who are
Okay.
under him
Very
the
good.
right to the freedom of expression, the freedom of thought,
Very
the
good.
freedom of
Very good.
what you say,
Right. So
yes,
this
speech.
is right. This is
Not a dictator, that whatever is said
Good.
has to be done. So this
Very
is a
good.
very important quality of a leader.
That's what we set some steps. First of all, he would distribute the authority. So now some authorities are taken from him. You see that the word democratic became a very nice word, and everybody uses it, yes. And the essence of it is not that nice. Yeah, okay, so we have a better word in Islam, which is mushawara. You consult, you make consultation. He doesn't take this, and I'm quite sure that you meant this. This is, of course, in democracy thread, but when we say the word democracy, it has more than consultation. And this more than, or democracy, or consultation plus, this plus has many problems. That's why we are a little bit sensitive to this. We don't use the word democracy because it has this plus. This plus is destroying, by the way. Because when you say democracy, now if I take the opinion of the majority of you in a specialized things, now I have a kidney problem and I want to take your opinion. Should I make operation in India or shouldn't I make operation in India? I'm taking your opinion. What's your opinion? Give me your opinion. We'll take the majority. And do it in India.
Yeah, do it in India.
Okay. How do you say?
Yeah, do it in
Those who
India.
want to say that I would do it in India, raise your hand. Okay? You see, the majority. So I will take the majority rule. No, this is not correct. None of you is a doctor. I'm not going to take what you're saying. Yeah. This is democracy. I'm explaining it to you now. Okay? So this is one aspect of democracy. Islam, when we say that consultation, you consult the specialized. So the Islamic, if you can say Islamic democracy, even I don't want to make it as an adjective. In Islam, you ask the specialized people. Then and only then you take their opinion. None of you is a doctor, so I'm not going to obey you. Although the majority would say that. One doctor would say, no, don't do it in India. I know the medical system in India. Tell me about it. And he would give me many proofs that none of you is aware of that. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I'm not going to make it here. I'm going to make it here. Yes, just be patient. This is just an example of when you consult people who are not specialized. This is democracy, part of democracy. So this is not all the time is good. There are more specialized people to ask to get a better decision. Okay. But anyway, we agreed that to consult with people who are specialized. I am, as a leader of a school, I would not take a decision without depending on the developer of curriculum, without consulting, even I wouldn't say my word. I would give the decision totally to them. They are more specialized. They may take my opinion or not. They are the ones who know what is needed. The heads of departments and the teachers of every department is more specialized than I am. I am a leader. I studied, how do you call it? Educational technology. This is my specialty, for example. Their specialty is the subject matter that they are going to modify in curriculum. So they are more specialized than me. Even by voting should not represent anything. I should be totally outside this. They are the people who are specialized. You agree, you meet together, you take a decision, give me the decision, and I will apply it. You see what I'm saying? Now we are getting to something. This is how to manage. This is related to managing school. It's not necessarily that every decision should go through the principal. Perhaps just for signature, that's fine. And that's why every president and every even Congress member in the USA, he has this type of people. He has specialized people and researchers who would dig into the matter, study it very well, and present him something. So when he gives his opinion, it should be based on scientific facts. It should be authentic. You see what I'm saying? So this is exactly what happens. In your school, you have people who are specialized in curriculum developing. You have heads of department. So they are the ones who should take this decision. Okay. However, the process of taking the decision itself involved the key figures. It should involve the key figures because they are the specialized people. Remember this. So this is how to manage a school and how to lead a school well. They are the owner of the decision. It's not you. Okay, I hope this is clear. This is the end of it, and I hope, inshallah, we can continue in a new episode about the same topic, leadership and management. Assalamu alaikum wa